Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a reading. We're going to start off with the messengers of a heart. Will I say this is general? It is general because of the fact that I am going to find a topic to talk about based upon a general card that comes out. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to pull from the messengers of the heart, and then I'm going to pull from the Island Time Wellness card, the Love Oracle deck, to see what it is. So there you have it. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Sorry, scooting up to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my 6, having my back, meaning, wait, if you got my 6, meaning have my back. Yeah, because I have yours. So there you have it. Also, do me a favor, go over to my other channel, The World is Waiting Tarot. I will put the link up here somewhere. Yeah, and subscribe to that channel. That is an all sign channel. And yes, I will be over there shortly to give you. It's over 800 videos. I believe that my videos are not timeless, but I don't put that on there. A lack of faith based on betrayal. Somebody is going through an experience of having a lack of faith because of betrayal that has happened in the past or in the present, and it's the battle of the wits, and you feel like you've been dealt a bad hand. There you have it. So, yeah, we are going to just talk about that. Feeling like you've been dealt a bad hand, like luck isn't on your side, a battle of the wits, a lack of faith, and betrayal. So yeah, do me a favor, go over there to The World is Waiting Tarot and subscribe to that channel. I will start my anxiety when it comes to going live, I don't know why, because I love it so much. But all of the distractions that happen in my daily life, is why I kind of, you get what you get from me, raw and uncut. I don't edit my videos so that you can hear what I hear and understand what I understand when I'm going through this thing we got going on called channel. It's my crazy, and so I let you guys in on my crazy because sometimes we need to understand how to put that energy, where to put that energy at when it comes to us doubting ourselves and having a lack of faith within the situation, betrayals and things that we go through on a daily basis. So I'm just as honest as I'm going to be, as I can be, and going from there. So you feel like you were dealt a bad hand, and there's the battle of the wits, and there's lack of faith. So I'll read this part first. They wish they met you at a different time because they feel they'll never get to see what the connection could have been. And so that is feeling like they've been dealt a bad hand, or you feel like that, because again, as us cancers, we want to see that thing that that potential that we saw in that person. And therefore, when they actually get to the point to where they are realizing what we brought to the table, sometimes it might be too late. And so the battle of the wits, it says, until both of you learn to let your guards down and be vulnerable, the love will continue to be a battle. And so that is what they have to realize, that it's not that they're dealt a bad hand. It's like this person doesn't want to heal or doesn't want to see, the true potential of this situationship. And so therefore, when it's all said and done, they feel like they'll be dealt a bad hand and not be able to or not want to deal with it because of their ego. So a lack of faith when it comes to you, leaving you, or comes to them, however you want to take it, what resonates. Whatever resonates with you, take it, because I'm not doing male or female or your person versus you. This is just in general, a general read of how the cards come out, what my perspective is based on the cards coming out, and you taking it what resonates. Either, again, red hearts if you made it through this situation, purple hearts if it resonates with you, green hearts if you're working on it. And I'm going to start saying orange hearts if, whether it resonates or not, you understand what I'm saying. And 9 times out of 10, if you understand what I'm saying, it's because it's something that you've been through, or something that you got to get through, or something that you got through, and something that you could understand. If it got to that point of you getting here, you will be able to take this situationship that we're talking about and understand it. and be able to work with it and to adjust accordingly, right? Respectfully. So again, we're talking about the topic, which is lack of faith, where you're talking about the journey when it comes to you having a lack of faith, dealing with your person or this situationship that you're dealing with. And then we understand the lesson. And then understanding the lesson and the journey at the end of the read, towards the end of the read, we're going to pull from the chakra card deck, which focuses on crystals, but based on the chakras, what you need to work with. And then at the end of the read, we're going to release this negative energy with an affirmation that I kind of came up and with by reading The Game of Life and How to Play It and releasing the negative energy. So again, leaving you out in the cold has been one of their biggest regrets, which made them lose hope in the situation again, feeling like they were dealt a bad hand. So you or your person could have lack of, or could be going through feeling like there's a lack of faith, or you don't have any faith in the situation because of how it was of the betrayal. Their fleeting their fleeting heart will only end up betraying you in the end. Your soul deserves better. That's the question, and that's what you question when it comes to the battle and feeling like you've been dealt a bad hand and having a lack of faith. In this situation, in the betrayal, or in the situationship that's at hand. So I'm going to pull from the Love Oracle deck when it comes to, and this is 2 of the decks by Island Time Wellness card. Yeah, you're reflecting. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. You're reflecting. Yeah. And then, yeah, Siren. The Siren is at the bottom of the deck. Alluring. Yeah. So this person is very alluring to you. Alluring, seductive, enticing, mysterious, threatening, vindicative, and rebellious. And that's the reason why you love this person. Love the energy that they bring to the table. Paradise comes out kicking it. The dragonfly. The first one was looking closely. So you're looking closely at the situation because you or your person felt like they were dealt a bad hand. They felt like this is a battle of the wits, or you feel like it's a battle of the wits, like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're looking at the betrayal side and why you have a lack of faith in the situation, and or they could be doing that, like they were dealt a bad hand when it came to this. Observing, nitpicking, creeping, situation magnifying, things getting rectified, and then focus. When I hear rectified all the time, it reminds me of Christian Grey when he's like, we're going to rectify that situation, because, at this point, when it comes to the 50 Shades of Grey, he lives his own way. He's emperor type energy in his own world. He has, the type of people that he deals with. He has the situations that he puts himself in, and he has certain situations that he doesn't do. He's never really affectionate when it comes to how being with another individual or letting people see his vulnerable side. And so when he does find, I can't think of her name. When he finds her, he basically, God, why can't I think of her name? Oh, great. Steele, Anastasia. When he finds Anastasia Steele, she is like the ultimate, the person that he wouldn't normally be attracted to, the witty person, which reminds me of how cancers are. We care about certain things, and then, when we find that one that we can't, we got to get drunk and get in the, and we got to get drunk and go to the bathroom and contact this person in the middle of the night when they are really trying to come our way, but they don't know how. And so she calls them and just like, what did she say? I forget what the clumsy line was, but I loved it so dearly because that is the battle of the witch that's happening. She realizes her control that she has over him, but he realizes the control. She realizes the control that he has over her, and he realizes the control that she has over him. But it's not until the point of, until both of you learn to let your guards down and be vulnerable, this love will continue to be a battle. So he battled it, and she realized that, and she is very analytical and into poetry, and basically, Yeah, she looked into it closely, but he did too in a certain way. It made him feel insecure about it, right? And so she's like, well, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? And he's like, for the first time, he's quiet. He doesn't know what he wants. He wants a contract. He wants it to be set in stone. He wanted a business situation with her because that's what he gets with everyone else, and nobody challenges that, but she does. She does. And so he's trying to rectify the situation when she's naughty, but he loves it at the same time. Does that make sense? Let's do another heart, a different type of heart. Let's say white hearts, if you understand what it is. Him waving the white flag, right? So anyway, looking closely, observing, nitpicking, creeping, situation magnifying, gets things getting rectified, and then focus. So you have to focus on yourself in these situations because it's not really that it's the person who has situations that they have to deal with. But then you become a situation because they want to know how to deal with you, or they don't understand it. So either they run from it, and that becomes the battle of the wits because you're seductive and you're the siren to this person, but they're the siren to you. But you learn based upon the betrayal, and you start to see things negatively in the process of this. So paradise, it becomes a paradise to you. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. You guys enjoy each other. That's not the point. The point is that when is that going to be enough? When is it going to get serious? Kicking it. In control, talented, driven, kicking bad habits, exactly. Trying to score, team player, and accomplishing a goal. So then it becomes, once you learn how to deal with this person, then it becomes something different. It becomes lust. It becomes seduction. It becomes like a game that you play with them until you get tired of playing that game, right? And then you realize that you're only getting older and you want more, and that, this person has to give you more than what they've been given to people in the past. And that is when Anastasia goes to Christian's apartment, and he's like, so this is the way the contract is going to be. You have to sleep in your room this way. You can only eat this food. You can only do this. You can only do that, which is narcissistic, right? But it's something that you enjoy and you love, the way that they operate, the way that they see things, whether male or female. Dragonfly, fly, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapting to situations, right? Change and heal until you figure out, like, okay, I'm going to try to change this person. And it's like, no, because you break your heart because this person will only change when they're ready to change. So until then, it's going to always be something you look closely at. You feel impaired. You feel like it's like the up and down situation. They come and your butterflies are in your stomach. You get happy. You want to live in that moment. And then when right before they leave, they cut it down. It's like slash you and say back to reality. I can't have this. And that's when you have to realize that it's about the betrayal, and however you feel like it's betrayal, the lack of faith you have in this person is because you're betraying yourself, and you have a lack of faith in yourself when it comes to, you can have anybody you want, but you want the siren, and that's why you have to figure out, is it lust or love, or are you really dealt a bad hand, or is it something that you have to understand that it's when both of you guys can let your guard down and be vulnerable. This love, until then, this love will continue to be a battle. So the beginning of the game of life and how to play it, it says life is not a battle, it's a game. However, which can be played if respectfully or something like that. I'm sorry, I can't remember it. But anyway, if you listen to me and not even listen to the game of life and how to play it, it basically says the same thing. So you know what it is. So I think I'm going to pull from the, what is this? The Love Oracle, the Twin Flame messages from your beloved. Because again, it's a battle of the wits. This person isn't going to tell you how they feel. They're going to continue to play the game with you and make you feel like you're high and on cloud nine when they come around. And then before they leave, they're going to disappoint you and piss you off. And then you guys will be back to where you started at before they came, and when you acted like they never did what they did before. And that's going to be a back and forth energy because it's alluring and it's seductive to you and it's enticing, but then you realize that it's the threat because, they're rebellious and it's hurting your heart when you start to look at everything. So there you have it. I'll pull a few cards. So, yeah. The card that comes out is a romantic message, and I think that's it. So anyway, yeah. The bottom of the deck is telepathic. Yeah. Because you love this person in the 5D. Again, I keep telling you. You show up in my dreams. It helps me process buried memories. So when they realize why you are able to show up in their dreams and why it's a battle of the wits, then they'll start to do something different. So the other card that comes out is communication. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now, my life is too complicated to bring you into it, but know that I do want to talk to you. Well, if somebody wanted to talk to you, they would. That's where it becomes toxic at, and you feel like they're betraying you because they're moving on with their lives, and you're not able to move on with yours. Does that make sense? Romantic messages. I long ago shut down those parts of me that wanted love, romance, and intimacy, but you make me long for those things again. Again, back to Christian Grey, right? Back to Christian Grey. You changed me. You changed this person. But now you got to figure out how to have faith in yourself and realize that it's really not betrayal. It's the things that they closed off because of their past energies. Does that make sense? The union. I feel our energy merging together as if it has a life of its own. We are becoming one again. So again, the battle of the wits, when they get to the point to where they learn to let their guards down and be vulnerable, this love will continue to be until then the love will continue to be a battle, and you feel like you're dealt a bad hand. Does that make sense? And so with that being said, it's like all you need to do is to focus on you. Easier said than done, right? You still think about this person in the 5D. I think this is from the Messages of the Shadows, or I don't know. It's by All Things Intuitive. I don't know what this card deck is. Is it the Messages of the Shadows? No, it's not. I don't know what it's called, but again, I would look it up, but I'm not. But whatever message comes out, it was meant to come out. It says, I admire you. So again, they admire you. It's not the point. I want to make amends. So that is when they start to become vulnerable and let their guards down, is that they want to make amends, even though you guys both felt like you were dealt a bad hand. So again, they admire you and they want to make amends. You are the Anastasia Steele to this Christian Grey, or vice versa. Christian Grey to the Anastasia Steele, but you guys got to learn how to be a cohesive unit. See, a lot of people felt like that Christian Grey couldn't be changed. There was the third parties, the naysayers. It was the mother and the sisters that were supportive, but were in disbelief that this person could actually bring another person around them or change. And so therefore, you have the ability to change a person, but the battle of the wits is Anastasia not answering his call like everybody else would, not being prompt when everybody else was prompt to him, not being the person that, he's used to dealing with after she really thought about it. He is the person that I can't think about. I can't stop thinking about. Not until him, I wasn't able to, a magnetic soul. Family and friends. I just said that about the family. The support of family and friends may help strengthen this connection. And you remember, and I say that to say, it's crazy because I was talking about the family was like, whoa, he's never brought anybody around. So this is different, right? And so spiritual awakening. Yes. See, you guys, I can't make this stuff up. It's cards, but the cards are the energies that are coming out when it comes to this situationship. It says your partner is sensing that there is something profoundly important about this connection. Again, they are. I'm just saying. The law of attraction. We attract what we are. Use the law of attraction to manifest your perfect match by being the perfect match to yourself first. That's all I want you to do, is to be the perfect match to yourself. And then you realize that you have the same energy that they have. You want things to be equal. You want them to be how you want them to be. But again, you have that same power that Christian had, minus the money maybe. If that, I'm just saying in regards to Christian Grey, because you might have the money. But again, you could have all the money in the world and feel alone and feel the need to control things because that's just what you're used to. And your family and friends will just keep going along with that other person's energy or with the person's energy that you've been dealing with because they're used to this person being so closed off and being that way. And they keep sheltering and keep being the catalyst to why they're not ready to change until they meet that person who they feel like is worth making to make amends and they admire. Makes sense? The sweet song. Soulmates often use music and songs as a telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. So understand that. I love songs. I tell you guys, I try my hardest to sing the songs because I know what they mean. Respectfully, you guys might not agree with my singing, but respectfully, I agree with me. And I'm sensitive about my shit. I'm just saying that I'm okay with me. Now, will I get up and do karaoke? Hell no. I can do a piece of something, maybe a half of a second of a song, but you guys get it. And that is how you guys can connect with me when we are talking about this situation or these songs and things like that. So the sweet song or the siren, oh shit, I didn't think about that. The siren, the siren is the mermaid, right? The mermaid sings their song and they are able to allure the men or people, the men or women into the water, and then they snatch you up. I'm just saying, but that's what the mermaid does. That's what the mermaid does. And so the sweet song of the siren, you have that siren song. You just are singing it the wrong way because you're starting to feel betrayed or have a lack of faith in yourself. Does that make sense? And so that's where the battle of the wits, when somebody is ready, they'll come towards you. You show up in my dreams. It helps me process buried memories. Remember the siren, the mermaid, the siren, water energy, right? The siren can serenade a person through song to get them to come into the water and to have them dreaming and thinking about only thing. If you watch Mermaids, what mermaid is, okay, it's not the Little Mermaid, but basically he was looking for her because of her song, right? Come on now. Makes sense, right? The warm embrace. You let yourself enjoy your partner's loving arms around your body. Their touch ignites a flame within you every time. But then again, when this person leaves, it becomes a battle of the wits because then they go back to the bullshit, right? The magnetic soul. Your sacred soul are instantly drawn towards each other. Again, mermaid. You are the mermaid or merman, however you want to call it, right? But this is you looking closely into why you have a lack of faith and you feel the need to be betrayed. This person is how they are because of the yes man, because of the family and friends and third party situationships, right? That's why this person is the way that they are. I'm going to pull from the Lilith Designs deck, Yin and Yang Oracle, but it's through by Lilith Designs. I'm going to pull and see what comes out. I just feel like, right now we have everything that we need to know why you feel like there's a lack of faith and why you're being betrayed and why the battle of the wits is here, but why you have the alluring energy as a mermaid or as a Cancer. Is this a mermaid or a crab? Look. There in the water. It's a crab. It's a crab, but it looks like a mermaid, crab, water energy, right? You have that heart song. Oh, last night is hella funny. Last night I just said heart song. I just watched with my pretty happy feet. You don't have to be beautiful. Remember they sung that? Hello? The heart song. But it's a sweet song here and it's a siren energy, right? Yeah, spying. So they're watching you. They're watching you. The battle of the witch, they're watching you. Again, you have what it takes to be. Yeah, look at that water energy. And guess who is in the picture? Is that a mermaid? Come on now. I can't make this shit up. They're watching you when it comes to why, you make them want to make amends and them admiring you. So you might be, why they want a commitment. You might be, third parties. I said this. Come on, you guys. I said this, third parties, right? Family, home, and commitment. They want to make amends. It's the battle of the wits. They're battling. Why should they leave all of the third party and, You know, the families are the reason why they've been able to be the way that they are. But why should they leave that? Because you have a magnetic soul. Okay, first of all, I'll take all of these. I'll take them. Those came in reverse. Bottom of the deck is masculine. Christian Grey, right? Yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Male or female, they want to make amends. And they might have more masculine energy in their chart than they do feminine. Only you know if you know their birth sign. I mean, their birth time. And you pulled their birth chart. It's some cards that fell on the floor. Give me 1 second. Look at the card that came out. Okay, I had to check the floor. So at the bottom of the deck is divine masculine. And right here, the card that comes out is a divine feminine. But in the reverse is the decisions. This person has to make a decision, maybe in autumn, maybe in the harvest of autumn. Maybe they do some type of harvesting respectfully, right? You know, maybe they're earth energy, you know, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or maybe something about the Pentacles energy is telling you a time frame, and it could be autumn. But the divine, the feminine is here, and the masculine. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These cards come in reverse. Yeah, they had to have a breakthrough and be guided by their, because at first they were closed off, right? So I normally don't take these cards in reverse, but the decision had to be made. So if we were to look at this in the reverse like this is their energy. This is how they felt, why they had to have a spiritual awakening in the law of attraction. So the decision is that they had to make a decision if they admire you. Does that make sense? Can you see that? They had to make a decision, and they had to go through a spiritual awakening and ask the universe for help, but they didn't want to because they don't want to be vulnerable. The law of attraction makes this person have a breakthrough or have some type of epiphany, right? Right? And so here it is. The sweet song comes out, yeah, with celebration and self-love. But you had to practice self-love in order to be able to celebrate. So your gifts are, you have that heart song, and you're very abundant, and you know what the intentions are when it comes to creation and nurturing a situation. But you had to have self-love in order to celebrate this person, place, thing, or situation. These cards that come out is messages in the dreams. Come on now. It says it right here somewhere about dreaming right here. Wait, no. Where's it at? Where's it at? It's somewhere right. I don't even know where my card deck is. Oh, right here. You show up in my dreams. It helps me process buried memories. And that's the battle of the wits that they're going through. So the messages, the sweet songs, the messages, listen. Soulmates often use music and song as a telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. Come on, you guys. I can't make this up. Confusion. Warm embrace. So the warm embrace does cause confusion for both of you guys. Confusion, illusion, seeing things through a red-eyed lens. I forget. Somebody told me how to say it, and I never could look it up. But when your family and friends and third parties are okay with you being Christian Grey, or that person being Christian Grey, they're not going to make this person change anything about it, especially when they're powerful and they're in the emperor energy, wealthy, whatever you want to call it. But the magnetic souls, you stay, again, I didn't even look at stability, but you stabilize this person's energy by you going with the flow and then pulling that flow back. And that's the magnetic attraction that happens when it comes to dealing with this person, place, thing, or situation. So now they're watching you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you know, or somebody with water energy, because now they want to make amends for a family, a home, and a commitment. Masculine. Like, I can't make none of this shit up. So I hope you guys really, what do we say? White hearts, if you understand this energy, or orange hearts, if you just rock with me and understand what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm saying. Orange and white hearts, that's what I'm saying. Communication happens. 8 of Wands energy. Communication, you know, a communication movement and travel. The travel happens. Yeah, because see, at one point, you know, you were bored and reached a plateau when it came to this energy of the naysayers and the third parties being okay with it. And the communication is 8 of Wands energy, movement and travel, but they might think that you're not interested in it because it's the battle of the wits. And again, it says they wish they met you in a different time because they feel they'll never get to see what the connection could have been. Because again, it's the battle of the wits. They're watching you from a distance. The Four Cups energy, not interested place, right? But they have to either move forward quickly and make a decision because they realize that they admire you, right? They admire you. 30 minutes into this, I'm talking slow. Wait, I was going to say, never mind. I got to quit saying these little things. Yeah, they're trying to manifest something different with you, magician energy. I was going to say, I'm not talking fast. You just listening slow. And I'm talking slow today. I'm talking slow, but, I hate those sayings, but I hear them a lot. So, I'm just saying that we can all resonate with something. So normally I talk fast, but I'm just like, it's just so crazy. Yeah, it's darkest before the dawn. See, the Ten of Swords energy is, feeling like a failure, like they failed you again. Back to what it says. They wish they met you in a different time because they feel you'll never get to see what the connection could have been. So now they're thinking like you thinking. Now they feel like they have a lack of faith in your situation and that there's some kind of betrayal. But remember, in every situation, it's darkest before the dawn. Ten of Swords energy, air energy. So we have all of the elements on the board. But it just lets you know these two are air. Cups, water energy is here. We have quick communication. We have the autumn. We have earth energy. Wands energy is the fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. We have all of the energies on the board. So I kind of, yeah. See, they have clarity. But it actually came out sideways. Is that considered sideways? More air energy. Let's clarify. The clarity card comes out with collaboration. Now they want to work with you as a team. But to clarify that, they're struggling. Five of Pentacles. Could be 5 years it took for them to make these types of decisions. Or it could be 8 because we have the 5 and the 3 Pentacles here. Struggle, avenue, collaboration. After the struggle, they're wanting to collaborate 3 years later. So 5 of Pentacles. Each Pentacle is equivalent to a year. So it could be 5 years, could be 3 years, or it could be 8 years in total that you struggled. In 3 years it took for them to make a decision to collaborate. Because this person, did this come out like that? The true leader, the King of Wands, is a provider of authority and charm. They've been charming the pants off of all of everybody else, and now here it is. They want to work with you as a team. And if this came out with the King of Wands needing clarification, is because they, were narcissistic. I told you that arrogance is the King of Wands is in the reverse is narcissistic, arrogance, and what is it? Impulsive. And again, they know that how they have been. And so instead of them, wanting to be, when it comes to them securing and being strong for you and provide all of the things, the authority and the charm that you need, they're not that way because they have so many yes mans. We're clarifying the King of Wands energy because it needs clarification. And so that is where you have to come in and say, yeah, my future plans don't include you right now. It's about my happiness and me being grateful for everything, even though it's a lie. It might be a lie, but I'm saying you're going to be tough, right? You're going to be like Anastasia. No, because when he said yes, he took her to get coffee, and then he was like, I can't do this. And then that's what she was calling him in the cafe to say, no, Anastasia, yes, no, like that. But it's all about you, your self-love. Learn to love yourself, So in the future, this is what it looks like. You being grateful for me, right? You being happy to be with me, and us having something and looking out towards it, have something to look forward to in the future, but not living for the future, not worried about the future, but you saying this is what this King of Wands needs to be with me. And this is what I expected over the 8 years or the 5 or the 3 years that we were in a situationship with. Soulmates, Two of Cups energy. Come on, you guys. Love, friendship, and a connection. This is what you want your connection to look like. Full of self-love, creation, and intention behind it. That's what you want your future to look like. And that's with any situationship coming together. You get what I'm saying? So if they want to make amends, whether male or female, right? The battle of the wits has to happen because you got to stop listening to the yes man. You got to realize that if you really admire me, you need to come close to me. If you're not interested, then don't come around me. But if you want to manifest and have something, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. If you want to have something with me, if you want to manifest something with me, I realize that as dark as before the dawn, we had to have this battle of the wits first. In order for us to have this commitment, home, and family, we had to be able to see eye to eye. Right? But your future and my future has to be with good intentions and have the ability to create and to have a harvest, a foundation, and a union or some type of friendship or connection. It has to be that. And if you want to make amends, this is what it takes. Because right now I'm recovering, but I do find you so attractive. And they want to know, do I still have a chance with this situation? Or you want to know that? Because you know that you can't get enough of this person and that you miss seeing them and that you wish you could go back. But you can't reach out until they see things differently. You know you're not over them, and that's why I say it respectfully. I get it. You're not over them. I'm not over you. They didn't see your tears until they didn't see you anymore. You're always going to compare them to others. I feel the sexual tension, of course. But it wasn't about them not being financially stable. They wanted you to be financially stable like them, but you'll never be their equal if you don't know how to get to that point. And so no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. If somebody is 20 steps ahead of you and you're here, there's no way you're going to be able to catch up with them without support and you guys pulling each other up. So you have to, this person, he or she has to have this foundation here, if that's the case. Bring you in, come back down to where you are, not to belittle you, but to have a foundation and a marriage or a commitment or some type of things that you guys could build together. So moving into a person's place with them and they've already established the shit will always make you feel less than if this person doesn't come in it right with you. So, and them moving into a place with you, they might feel like they're downgrading. And you love your happy home. You like your craziness. But if you guys go and say, let's get a new place and let's start over together and build it and restructure the furniture and find furniture together that we can agree upon and be able to build like that, then that's a little bit better. That is learning how to master this battle of the wits. Because when you guys purchased that couch, it was a purchase that you guys had to come up with a decision on, doing things as a cohesive unit. Does that make sense? And so this person has to get out of this yes man energy and feeling like they're always the power, the provider of and of support and authority. They have to come and understand that you guys got to meet together. And when they want you back, because they do love you and they admire you, that's when they'll be able to make the decision. And it's not about wits. It's about them understanding that they can let their guard down with you and be vulnerable, but it's all about what you guys do after the fact. Because they can come back and then you guys could, again, move into that person's house, but it won't feel like you guys did it together. It'll always feel like it's a 50, 100%, or you gave 25%, or you came in with nothing or no type of understanding when you guys came together. Then it'll come back to not the third party saying this and them telling you they admire you. It'll come back to being another battle of the wits because now you don't feel as equal, if that makes sense. And then it starts back over. So again, understanding why they want to make amends and how they want to do it for the future and what they want to create out of this commitment to get over this battle of the wits, if that makes sense. So I think I'm done because they do love you. It says, I do love you. Union, love, and friendship or connection. Now we're going to go ahead and pull from the crystal deck. Sorry, I got close to my microphone to grab this. We're going to go ahead and pull from the crystal deck so that we can understand what it is, what chakra we need to work on right now. Yeah, I just feel like that was a good read. So the battle of the wits come from that. And again, it's the Christian Grey story. He had to understand what Anastasia still wanted. He had to understand that. Why is this girl taking over me and changing me? Beauty and the Beast story. I know there's something there that wasn't there before. Y'all know I can't sing. Uh-oh, I almost hit the note. Anyway, the blue lace agate. It deals with your throat and your third eye chakra. Exactly. Your ability to communicate, be stable, and calm yourself. The throat chakra, right? Your throat chakra is your communication. If you cannot communicate what you want out of a situation or express yourself or even be able to trust it, you will have a lack of faith and it'll feel like betrayal down the line, right? If it's your third eye chakra, your intuition, your perception, and your understanding will be blocked. You won't be able to see or to understand what's happening, and your perception of it feels like a lack of faith and betrayal. Does that make sense? And so then you always get off kilter because then you'll never feel of equal, or you'll always feel less than because you'll always feel like this person is always going to put this third party energy ahead of you. Does that make sense? I was watching a clip on YouTube, one of those shorts, the YouTube shorts about the Queen Sugar show, about the sister, I can't think of her name, and her new whoever it is. I haven't watched Queen Sugar in like the last 2 or 3 seasons. I don't know how many seasons it is, but I watched a clip when the guy told her, whoever the person was, is like, yeah, you're just like the rest of them. And she was like, watch your tongue. Or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. Watch your tongue. And then the guy said she was just like the rest of them. She isn't like the rest of them. They were there to why she waited and we were able to find each other. He gave her meaning for that relationship, no matter if they agreed or not, or if in the past he had his flaws or did things. He made her feel validated in that process. And that's all you want is validation. If that makes sense. So now I have to do the hard job of naming this. Do I name it Christian Grey? Do I name it validation? Or do I name it the battle of the wits? That's what I have to come up with. But anyway, back to this. Communication, stabilizing, and calming, right? Your throat and your third chakra. It says, I communicate easily and effectively. You communicate what you want in the beginning of any situationship, no matter if they're strong, if they're Christian, Grey, or whatever. You communicate the things that you want. That is him rectifying the situation. When he did that contract with her and he said, this is what I'm used to. And she said, scratch this, scratch that, scratch this, scratch that. But okay, this, okay to that, okay to this. Right? And he was rectifying because she never had what he experienced. But she wanted that from him. She didn't have a lack of faith in the situation. She realized what power she had and what power he had and how they could come together. And she was his support system based upon him pulling back his energies, because what did it say? He pulled back his energies along. I long ago shut down those parts of me that wanted love, romance, and intimacy, but you make me long for those things again. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. Even third party and family members addicted to letting them be the yes man and also shutting down, right? So again, you guys yell white hearts, if you made it to the end and you got it. You waving a red flag. You understand this. Orange hearts as well. I love you guys. Orange and white hearts. Orange and white hearts together. Orange hearts if you just understand this. All right. I love you guys.